What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Code Adam. It's been a while since I've last recorded it. It's been a while. The original plan was to get through the first half of Season 3 before it returned. As you can tell, that didn't happen. But I am trying to get the rest of my Season 2 reactions out very soon, within this week, hopefully. So, yeah, look forward to that. But, brief recap of the final events of Season 2. I was right. 9 was the one who killed Vesta. And he kind of went berserk, set Deus, and I believe Fyra as well, on fire. And Atlas basically got him under control again, basically stopped him. And Atlas also ended up getting kidnapped by none other than Annie, which was not a twist I was expecting to happen at all, like in the slightest. So that was really crazy to see. That was incredibly crazy to see. So we are going to get through. I want to see how long the Season 3 episodes actually are before committing. So let's go ahead, get right into it. So here we go. People are running. Run, Vesta! Oh, Vesta's backstory. And she's looking back. That looks like nonsense Japanese. Damn. Oh, God. Oh, no. Little Vesta. Made up language. Go, Vesta. Look for your father. So she just ran. How am I supposed to find him? The people who get drafted don't come back. As a child, she was a victim of war and saw war. But as an adult, she used a child to fight and win wars. That's kind of fucked. But also kind of a nice touch, honestly. A war of aggression for this nation's resources. While typically considered a crime against international peace, we have been completely abandoned by the world in favor of good relations with the aggressing nations. Damn. Vesta! You all are the best and brightest of our nation's future. We hope that educating you will be an investment with significant returns in the years to come. Orion! I forgot your name. Hades. And perhaps with great luck and perseverance, some of you may even be able to save this land from destruction. I definitely forgot your name. We'll go with Nora, and if not, I don't know. That's all for today. Class is dismissed. The results of your last exam have been posted on the wall of the exam hall. I'll see you all tomorrow. Second place? Orion, I got second place again? I was sure this time I could beat her, even if it was just by 1 point. Well, no, I think it's impossible to beat her. How do you beat someone with a perfect score? Oh, someone scored perfectly? Lucky them. Vesta gives off major Serafina vibes, actually. Young Vesta. It was you! Of course it was! Ugh. It's always you. Not true. One time I scored a 98. And I scored a 92! What about you? What about you, Hades? I ranked 9th. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I called Hades being Nine's father. Nora, 14th. Wow, my score actually improved. Thank you so much, Vesta. It's all because you let me study with you. Huh? I didn't do anything. If you did better, it's because of your own hard work. I can't believe it's almost the end of our first year. Vesta and Orion were the first in their class. Wait, do we? Okay, no, we don't see Hades. He just said. I can't believe it. What do you guys think you'll do over the break? Try not to die, I guess. Hades, what kind of answer is that? Sorry, we can't all be carefree like you. Okay, then, pretend all of this is over. When that happens, what will you do then? When that happens? That's an optimistic question. That's not possible, is it? I don't think I have anything in mind. I'd like to not be afraid anymore. Why are all of your answers so unsure? What did you expect? The rest of us aren't swimming in money. We're just here to get by. It's Nine's dad. Okay. I'll make a vow then, so the people of this country never have to get by again. I will do my utmost best to restore peace to this land. Ha! Will your son meet the same fate as his father? Ha! Don't just say something dramatic like that out of the blue. Mind if I join? Not at all. Let's go. Vesta and Orion ship? Hell yeah, I'm here for that. It'd be my honor. I don't have much to offer, but please let me join too. Ew. Fine, whatever. It's a promise then. Don't forget it. And then she got 9 happened. There wasn't even anything to bury. What should we do from now on? I don't know. That's the new project lead. Orion. Code Adam. Dang. Dang. That's a way to kick off a season, Rosen. Holy crap. Screw it. We're going. So they're in the lab now. I think the first few episodes are going to definitely be flashback episodes. What should we do about 9? He's still frozen in that ice, but if we try anything, we might hurt him in the process. So Nora still doesn't want to hurt 9. Hades. There are signs that he'll thaw out on his own. The safest bet is to leave him be. What really are we going to do from now on? The facility is in chaos from the news, and the military started to notice. If it gets any worse, they might plan to intervene and take the brats for themselves. That's right. Atlas was kind of the intervention for everything. The rest of those brats don't even know what really happened. Orion's thinking, I'm going to finish the cure. What? I'll finish the cure that Vesta started and use it as she intended. But it wasn't supposed to be used until everything was over. The war isn't finished yet. You're going to get rid of our soldiers before then, yes. I won't let this go any further. It's my decision as the project lead. Fine. You're right. It's your decision. A death certainly changes the atmosphere and the attitude of everything. But a situation that occurred with Vesta and Nine is just completely, just destroys everything. Should I have listened to him? You're asking me? I wouldn't know. You probably know what's best for everyone, Orion. Well, I'm not sure if that's true. Atlas, his son, talking to the military. Vis and Hiru. Who are they? Deus and I have seen them before, Firentes. Nora said they're from other labs. But I don't know who those people with guns are. But you would know, wouldn't you, Atlas? Since those people are always with you? They aren't supposed to be here. It's your fault they're here! 'Cause you killed Vesta! Now the other scientists aren't even talking to us! Fyra! Isn't it also his fault Nine got hurt? Because he tried to stop him? It's only natural they'd show up to monitor things. There's a huge threat here. Yo, young V's got drip though. Let's be real. Let's talk about it. You're right. Sorry. I won't say anything anymore. Orion's in the library. It's me. Sorry for earlier. Gas him some coffee. When we graduated, I never could have imagined things would come to this. That we would be using those children to fight on the front lines. And what's even more unbelievable now is that I'd actually proposed that it should continue. No, I'm also in the wrong. I was the one who started this mess. But now that I've seen the consequences, I'm trying to back out on my own. I was the one who got you all involved. And for that, I'm truly sorry. We joined of our own free will. And even then, it couldn't have been your fault. We came here following Vesta because we believed in her choices. Every last one of us. Isn't that true for you? Yes, but she's gone now. Orion, Vesta was important to all of us, but she was your wife. I don't know why I'm celebrating. She's fucking dead now. So I'm pretty sure that Hades and Nora are also married. They're Nine's parents. That'd be really fitting, actually. Vesta and Orion were the parents of the first. Nora and Hades are the parents of the last. Nine, he's definitely Nine's dad, at least. Don't you feel any sentiment towards her death? before I scroll down, I think he still loved her, but he also wasn't okay with what she was doing with Atlas, with their son. I can't say. I stood coldly as a scientist under her command all this time. Did they always have wedding rings on? I have no right to speak or feel anything as her husband. All I can do now is continue my role as her fellow researcher and try to do what's best for the project. As I expected. You never understood Vesta. No. Poison. In a lab like this where children have supernatural powers, no one would try too hard to explain the depth of a scientist who was often exposed to their ability. Hades, what the fuck? Especially not one who is already worn out by all the grief in his life. To sacrifice your one and only child as long as it saves the others. I knew it. That's somehow just like you. But it's too sad that you want him to meet the same fate as you two. Sacrificing themselves. I won't allow that. Hades is the final bad guy? Hades hired Annie? I won't allow the cure to be completed. Once Nora and I take over as project leads, I'll have all traces of it destroyed. It'll be like it never existed. You thought it'd be that easy? Oh, God. Oh, God. I can't allow that to happen. Oh, God. It really all did go to shit. Holy crap. Oh, my God. Props where props are due. Holy shit. Damn it. You shouldn't have given her to me. What? You shouldn't have given her to me. And then Hades. So he couldn't have killed her. He couldn't pull the trigger unless this is both of their graves. Why? I didn't even know something was wrong. He and Vesta both. He just walked. Hades! Where are you going? Back inside. We don't have time to second guess ourselves. We're the ones in charge now. Even if we wish for it now. There's no going back from here. He feels some guilt. So Atlas just going. I guess I don't need this anymore. Hey, kid. There's some news they want me to relay to you. The new lead, Orion, died. Orion is dead? Does he know? Does Atlas know? Why? Shit! That's our outpost! An ambush. Stabs them. This is getting out of hand. I need to finish things quickly for everyone's sake. He's still in the ice. Will he really be okay? The results show that his body is at least as fine. He should be out with time. Okay. Did they find the cause of Orion's death yet? It's still under investigation. I see. Nora, I'll be gone a lot the next few weeks. Will you and Hades be fine here? Yeah. As long as Hades is in charge, I'm sure things will be fine. So is Nora the last to be the project lead then? I thought you and Hades were both in charge now. Yes, but I mean, I'm not as capable as everyone else. It's better for him to make the decisions. Say, Atlas, do you... No. Do you know where the research on the cure is kept? No. I'm sorry. Vesta never told me about that. Oh, that's too bad. Because I couldn't find it anywhere. See? How am I supposed to be a leader when I can't even find some documents? Sorry. You already have enough to deal with. We will be fine. Something happens to Hades, and I think Nora is going to commit suicide. Okay, hold up. Okay, so I'm on... Okay. Orion takes over as the project leader. Hades takes over as the project leader. This is the episode. Hey there, girl. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Sita and Deus. Don't want to talk. That's not good. We need them to cooperate with the upcoming exams. Can't you at least take your gear off? Let me give it a try. You look like Annie. Hello. We haven't met before. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. Why, yes, I remember you. How come all these people are here, lady? We have to stay here from now on. They want to do extra tests on you after the death of one of the scientists. Orion? That's stupid. None of us would do that. But Atlas did it. Excuse me. I must have missed something. What's going on here? None of you should be near the children. Change of plans. After the recent incidents here, we have orders to intervene. We'll be performing independent investigations on the conduct in this facility, as well as whether the weapons here are being properly utilized. They want to start running regular tests on the children to determine whether they're ready for war. War? There must be a mistake. These children aren't involved. You can't just come in here and decide that. We've been with them for years. We know they can't handle it. Well, actually, we've received approval from this facility. So Nora didn't know. The other project leader gave the go-ahead. Hades! You let the military enter the facility? It had to be done. We need to keep funding our research. But they're going to use the other children. It won't just be Atlas fighting anymore. They get a hold of Deus, or no, I think they said Deus, or I think they said Otto joined Deus and Phyra. So maybe they don't take those three by force. Aren't you the one who said you were worried about them? He made the T2s? What did you do? Why are there more children here? They're different from the originals. I'm tired. I've tried using the cells of the others. But Vesta said it wasn't possible. She said it would be too unstable. There's no way for them to live. There weren't enough subjects to work with. I did it for the sake of our dreams. Lotto, Hinalia, I don't think we've seen you before. You can't be Sans Orientis. Atlas? Nora? Atlas, come with me. Huh? Okay. In our class, there were 2 prodigies. So Nora, Orion, who everyone knew would have a bright future, and Vesta, who seemed to be so far ahead that she was unreachable to anyone else. Naturally, I had nothing to do with them. Academic warning. Naturally, I would never cross paths with them. Hello! Oh, dear. Sorry. Sorry, I'm the one who should be sorry. Jeez, what happened here? Did you attack her or something? No, you don't have to help me. I'm sorry for embarrassing you. I'm the one who startled you. I wanted to ask you, want to partner up on the project? Huh? You want to be partners with me? Now that I think of it, a lot of people look at her with envy instead of as a friend. If you're hesitant, I can do all the work and add your name. You can trust me to get a good grade. I'd love to work with you, but I'm scared of holding you back. Is Vesta offering because she saw that paper? You think you can hold Vesta back? I worked on a project with Vesta once. Article 3 through 4, it's too vague. Your conclusion is unfocused. The data here is unclear. My self-esteem was destroyed for years. That was last month, though. That's right. Anyway, you'll be fine as long as you realize you're absolute garbage. Oh, okay. I'm scared. In that case, please let me work with you, Vesta. And please correct me as much as you can. I'll look forward to it. Orion. There's a lot of personality in these guys, and I really like that. I'm terrified of what... Oh my god, Nora is gonna get fucking murdered. This value is different from the report. Oh, I'm sorry. Try changing this line here. Okay, sorry. I prefer this data set to use this data set here. Sorry. Do you two need something? I've never heard sorry so many times in my life. Sorry, I'm sorry. Hi, sorry, I'm Dad. Ah! I'm sorry if it's frustrating to work with me. I really appreciate all your help. It's not frustrating. If anything, you can take criticism better than others. But doesn't it bother you to see all these mistakes? They must seem obvious to a genius like you. Genius? I'm not a genius. I just had to work harder than everyone else. Get out! Sorry. So, an A, 99 out of 10. Wow. I can't believe we got such a high score. Thanks again for being willing to be partners with me, Vesta. I won't let your help go to waste. I'll never forget the things you taught me. I was going to ask if you wanted to study with us in the library after class, though. Huh? Is that okay? Of course. You're our friend, aren't you? Oh my god, I love this panel. I love those panels. She's doing it for her friend. Vesta, I'm sorry, I'm such a terrible friend. Even though I only survived back then because of you. Oh, I thought that was the other language, but it's just nonsense. It's just them chatting. Here I am, running away with your son to sacrifice him for the cure. Nora, wait. I promise we can talk more later. It's dangerous to stay here. Just a moment. I don't sense any soldiers. If we escape, what will happen to the others? What about 9? Are you sure running is the best option? If the military here is the problem, I can eliminate them. No. I guess I can't do that. The others would have to stay in the base forever so I could protect them. But isn't that better than letting the military get to them? Hades will protect them. Don't tell me that Atlas kills Nora. If not out of goodwill, then in self-interest. The T2s he started making are from the cells of the original children. He needs them so he won't let the military go too far with them. You're the one he wants, since you're the core of the cure. If Hades gets to you and destroys it, the framework Vesta left behind will be gone forever. There will never be a chance to undo all of this again. I understand. But where do you plan to go from here? There's a temporary arrangement. Hello? He was about to start his own business, too. What's wrong? Oh, Nora. It's nothing. Thank you so much, Nora. That's right, Nora saved their son. I remember that. Thank you so much, Nora. I don't know what we would have done without you. Please, I barely did anything. So she didn't save Orion. Who did she save? If there's anything I can do to repay you, just say the word. We owe our lives to you. If completing the cure is what you want, we'll make sure it's done. No, a new name, Eric Kozura, and Assistant Mentosa. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! What is happening? Okay. Fuck it. We're going to episode 70. Okay. We can't guarantee the military won't be able to find you. But we'll do our best to buy more time. Fuck. No. Money. Okay. The resources we have at our disposal are all thanks to you. Otherwise, the draft would have dismantled our families long ago. We've set up safe houses around the country. They're prepared with the equipment necessary for your research. We'll go through them and leave them until we have nowhere else to go. No. No. Where are we? This is my hometown. But there's mostly rubble. Yeah. Vesta and Hades' homes aren't any different. It's this way. What? It's this way. Watch your step. Man, it's so sad. Okay. The yearbook? Vesta left something important inside, so I brought it along. I'll have to modify it so it can't be undone easily, but this is the final plan Vesta left for the cure. It looks like wings. Atlas, I want to ask you once more. It's your life at risk here. Are you sure you trust me to work on the cure? Yes. Don't worry about me. As long as this ends things for the others, I'll be okay. I only hope they can hold on until then. Atlas isn't there. Atlas isn't there to protect them. Thyra starts getting tested on. Deus. Her and Deus are going to both start hearing them talk about how much better Atlas was. That they need Atlas. That Atlas is the strongest. Thyra's going to get her obsession to show that she isn't obsolete to Atlas. And Deus is going to want to show that he's the strongest. And we still, as far as I just read it, I know, but as far as I can remember, we still haven't seen how Orion's death resulted or affected Vis. Orion was killed for the cure. And that's what Vis meant. Hades killed Orion so that the cure couldn't be finished. So now Vis is thinking Atlas will be killed as well before the cure can be finished. Hiru has to learn the truth about what happened. She's going to figure it out. And that's why she wants to be a hero like Atlas. 9 still doesn't remember anything about. 9 is somehow going to forget everything that happened. So how do Atlas and 9 reunite to get to the lab where they were previously? Let's keep going. They're coming this way. Run! Damn it, there's even more of them now. Thyra, Nora said that's a bad word. Well, Nora isn't here anymore, and neither is Atlas, so who cares? The 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 8th are here. 5th and 7th, unknown. Let's split up. Okay, so the 2nd, Deus. 3rd, Thyra. 4th, Hiru. 6th, Sita. 8th, Otto. So there goes Sita. The 6th one is en route to the Central Lab. Central Lab 8s, keep an eye out. Okay, so she hid. So Sita. Glass? Huh? She sees everything. A child. Oh, fuck. There's Hiru. Above them. Vis! They went away. Do you want to come out now? No. Has he cut his ponytail? Oh, okay. Are you still busy? Yeah. He hasn't slept. I'll leave then. Come out soon, Vis. A snake? I don't know what language this is. I'm sure it's a made-up language that Atterozen is just using. Vis. Got him! Let go! We've got the eighth one in the West Hall. Moving to containment. I said, let go! Lightning. The Lightning original. Fried him. That's it. That's all you can take? I can't believe we ran from you. You guys are pathetic! Well, that was kind of fun while it lasted. From now on, I'll teach you who's in charge. I remember talking with some people in the Code Adams Discord server, and they told me we don't know much about Otto, but we do know that he's violent. Okay. Let's keep going. 68. So they put up flyers for Nora and Atlas. Wanted, dead or alive, Nora. Wanted alive, Atlas. So Atlas and Nora's just working on him, stitching him up. It's hard to figure out how it works. Vesta wrote these notes for herself. Her explanations are too vague. Oh, I shouldn't complain. Atlas has it much harder. All the experiments are wearing down his body. What are your dreams for the future? That looks like Sita. No, that looks like Fyra. That looks like, what was his name? Roman? Sete. When that happens, what will you do then? Just like back then. Vesta's answer isn't here. Nora! I'm here to help out whenever you need it. Huh? You came with us? But I don't remember helping you. Well, a few of us came along just because we felt like it. This is Annie's mom, or someone. I couldn't stand the awful things that started happening back at the lab. Damn it. She's the one who kills Nora. Especially since I'll have a little one of my own soon. Annie. Oh? Do you have a name in mind? We don't have a name for a boy yet. But if it's a girl, her name will be Annie. No, she's these guys. I know it's hard to say. No, I'm sticking with it. She's not here to help. She's part of the military. She's here. It's a coup or something that Hades has set up. Nora! Someone spotted a few troops combing through the city. We might be found here soon. It's best for us to escape quickly. All right. We'll leave as soon as Atlas can move. Hades, you son of a... I have to hurry. If the cures you used, then all of it was for nothing. What the hell is the meaning of this? Over 50 of our personnel are dead. This was supposed to be a well-run lab. These kids are out of control. Get them in order. And what am I supposed to do? I agreed to let you examine them. They hardly gave us problems before. If they lash out now, it's your fault. You know, we have plenty of scientists to fill your spot. I think it's time we find someone more suitable for your position. Hey, assholes! Know your place! Otto, save it! I didn't do it for you. They need to watch their mouths. Someone like him could be good for the search. But Otto himself is too reckless. Who would be the best fit for it? Deus. Fyra. You want Deus to look for Atlas? Why? Someone attuned to metal could easily detect unusual sights of equipment and also be formidable on the battlefield. However, due to his lack of experience, he'll require special training to get his ability up to par. What kind of training? Well, we have some experimental regiments. What a load of crap! Why don't I just get rid of you guys right now? Fyra! I don't want to be like Otto. I don't want to hurt anyone. Are you kidding me? They're going to hurt us instead. Fine. You want someone to look for Atlas? Correct. That's why we need him. Well, Deus is too big of a baby to do it. He cries and tries to run away every time he gets a shot. He's too much of a wimp to even use his ability. If you try to use him, he'll be totally useless. He's pathetic. Was it Fyra who turned him into that? If you want to use someone, you should use me instead. Very well. We'll go with you instead. How about we head there together? I can go by myself. Fyra! Don't be a baby, Deus. It's not scary. The whole time she was putting on a brave face for Deus. She's a child, so it makes sense that she would still be scared. But the whole time she was just acting brave for Deus. And goddamn it. Shit. Oh well. Moving on. Aw, Fyra. Go, now! Atlas! Nora, take him and go. We'll keep them occupied. But, I understand. We'll see you at the next location. You're not making it to the next location, lady. My ability won't respond. It must be because of the experiments. No matter what, don't turn back. But that lady has no chance against those soldiers. You're everyone's hope for the future. You have to be the one to escape. Hiru! Hey, Fyra, help Fyra. They're doing some weird experiments on her. What happened here? They were chasing Sita, so obviously I beat them up. Oh, where's Fyra? This way. Hit the floor. There. The bad guys are gone. Now, so you can escape. I didn't need your help. Why did you butt in? Huh? They said they were doing some weird experiments on you, and they were! I asked for it. They want to find Atlas, so I will. Then it'll all stop. It's not enough yet. Those scientists said my powers are nothing compared to what Atlas can do. I can't even touch his current records. He was so far ahead when he was 5 years old. But I will become the better one. Now go! Don't interfere again. More soldiers are coming. Sete, you should leave now, if you don't want to face them. Can we go back yet? Not yet. They're still looking. How do you know? Are you a prophet? Because your ability is wind, you can feel where it is all around you, right? Yeah? Everything in the light. I can see it all. Hiro, how do you decide who the bad guys are? They're the ones who do bad things, of course. But what is bad? Are Nora and Atlas bad? Is Hades bad? Was Vesta bad? Why he became a neutral party? Sete has seen everything. Who is evil? I just beat up all the bad guys in front of me. If they all did bad things, I'll beat them all up. Oh. I admire you. For me, it's too hard to choose. They left. We can go back now. Okay. Oh my god. Last episode for now. Here we go. Vise. You'll pay for wanting a weapon. You'll pay for wanting a weapon. Vise! I heard a noise. What was that? They're all starting to take on individual outfits, which I think is really cool. I took care of some trash. Turns out my ability can enhance my physical powers as well. Huh? You went too far! You're only supposed to punish them, not kill them! I did what I needed to do. If you don't finish them off, they'll do more bad things. Do you think the things that have happened lately are good? Huh? The soldiers and scientists who want to take advantage of us. Don't you think all the people who came are bad guys? It's all because a really bad guy was allowed to escape. What? Who's the really bad guy? I'll go take care of him right now. I won't tell you. I'm going to take care of them myself. Just remember, this is what happens if you let a bad guy go. Visa's outfit and his little legs are too funny for me right now. I'm sorry. When you hit me just now, maybe you should have hit harder. Someday, I might become a bad guy too. Vise, no. No, Vise. So flowers crackle. A fire. More and more people are dying. The more. Oh! Oh god, Annie's mom didn't live. And Atlas can't save people because he can't use his ability. Deus? Why is Deus getting in the armor truck he's going to try and follow? Hero and her hero book. Fire on the treatments. Visa's gun. Sita looking at Vesta. Hiro still taking everything in. And Otto getting stronger. A church. This place is completely surrounded. The scientist and the kid are inside. Don't kill the scientist. Sir? But we don't need her. No. I have been trying to tell you, you do. Just, in any case, don't hurt her. Let's get moving. I can't end after that. Hold up. How many episodes are left of the flashbacks? Okay. I think the flashbacks end in 4 more episodes, so we're going until then. And the next episode has music. Warning. This episode contains depiction of violence that may be unsuitable for some readers. Viewer discretion is advised. Please enable the music for this episode. Congratulations. We made it to graduation. I guess it's time for us to part ways. It's not parting ways, really. It's not really parting ways, though, is it? I mean, you and Orion are getting married soon. Yes, that's true. But I doubt we'll have much time together with all his work. Hades, what about you? Will you be okay? I was hired by a private company. Dot. Congratulations on your marriage. He was in love with her too. Thanks. Look, guys! I found someone to take a photo of us. Help me. A photo? Who wants to take a stupid photo? It's for commemorative purposes. Ah, smile! I'll be taking it now. 3, 2, 1. Get your hands on your head. Do it now or we'll shoot. Don't shoot! She has important info on the project. As expected, you're the only one left who cares. What did you do to Atlas? He's in his room behind. He's in the room behind me. That isn't what I meant. You're too late. The cure is finished. And what's more, I altered it so it can't be removed from his body. If you try to remove it now, he'll die. Hades. I remembered something while looking through the things Vesta left behind. You two, at some point, weren't you close? Could it be there was something you knew about her that the rest of us didn't? So what if there was? Would that change anything now? No, I guess not. Regardless of what you knew, in the end, she still had us go through with the cure. To respect the feelings she hid away or the decision she moved forward with. I wonder which one of us is following Vesta's true desires. Oh well. I finally realized it after all this time on the run. If I had just gotten the courage to do something sooner, things wouldn't have come to this. Too late now. It isn't too late! I told them not to hurt you. Surrender and come back with us. You can still undo your own work. That's right. I can. But I also know I'm not strong enough to hide that information. Don't move. She does commit suicide. What are you doing? There's not much left to say. I'm Sad that things turned out this way. Why did the four of us end up doing things like this? Killing to stop more killing. She has the photograph. I wonder if we even achieved anything in the end. Hades, Orion, Vesta. It's all up to you now, Hades. Stop! Wait! Forget the cure! Please! Just don't! Oh, that's fucking beautiful. Not beautiful because she ended up taking her life. The symbolism that Hades is the only one not covered in blood. But his best friend who died by his hand. Died by Hades' hand. And it's the only one he's connected to in this. Only One by Miles Kane. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful arrangement, Miles. Thank you very much. Let's keep going. Episode 72. Atlas. I don't know how it works. No, he's crying. No matter how many times you ask. I don't know. Take him to transport. Sir, there's nothing left to do here. Deus. Keep moving. Deus. Locked up. Squirrel. Wait. He's remembering. Look, they're a family, just like us. That mother loves her children very much. I'm sure she would be sad if something happened to them, just as they would be sad if something happened to her. Don't be so quick to destroy that. There are times like that. There are times things like that are necessary. But not all the time. Vesta! Oh, the firing range has been set up. Okay, coming. We are a family? Yes, we are. I'm your mom, and Orion is your dad. We're not your ordinary family, though. You could say we're eccentric. Why are you teaching him empathy? To hesitate on the battlefield? To hesitate on the battlefield means he will lose value as a weapon. You're right. A weapon doesn't need any morals. But maybe I want him to be more than only that. So they started out as the inverse. Power dampeners. Hey, you're awake. I was wondering if you'd ever get up. It's been days since they brought you here. 9? Oh, have we met before? Who are you? Oh. Oh my god. You don't remember who I am? No. Did we meet before? You really don't know? But you're my friend. I also just realized blue and red, water and fire. You killed Vesta for my sake. Am I supposed to say that to him? What's wrong? It's nothing. You sure? Maybe we really did meet before. I don't really remember anything from before I woke up here. Maybe it's all those weird tests they did. Tests! What did they do to you? Did they hurt you? No. They just had me try to move a bunch of stuff like fire or water. But it didn't work. They said it's because of these protein things? Protein? You mean prototype? Yeah, that. Apparently it's for our own safety. Anyway, I'm glad you're awake. By the way, what's your name? Atlas. Atlas? That's a cool name. I hope we could be good friends. 9. Where is this? I don't know. They don't let me go outside. It doesn't look like anything's out there anyway, though. Then what do you do all day? Whatever. Oh, I know. I think they left some stuff for you. They brought all these books here. Have you actually read any of these? I read one. The Very Stick. The Very Sticky Stick Bug. The Very Sticky Stick Bug. Stickbug loves the ladies. Stickbug calls his pirate friends mateys. Stickbug waits by the door. Stickbug calls your mother a what kind of children's book is this? Forget the book. Do you do anything else here? Like build a snowman? Snowman? I've never made one before. I want to, though. Let's build one together if they ever let us outside. Yeah. I love that. They're just playing together. What are you trying to say by letting us be comfortable? Don't try to escape? Or maybe even enjoy it? Here there is no war. I can have the peaceful life the others were living until now. But that kind of life doesn't suit me. Okay. Episode 74. I got used to running away, but it was easier with someone else. It was easier when he was a kid. But he's gotten even more used to it as an adult. That's why he didn't want 9 to go with him. Once I step into the cameras, they'll know where I am. I have to make a break for it right away. these also have a proximity sensor? Stop! 9? Don't hurt him! No! It went back to normal. He's still unconscious. What if when he wakes up, he doesn't remember anything again? Oh, hi, Atlas. Atlas, are you dead? Code Adam. Okay. Last one? Why did you follow me outside? It's dangerous. You could have gotten hurt. What about you? You ran out on your own. You could have gotten hurt too. It's different. No, it's not. You act like you're all special. Why are you the only one allowed to be worried? It's just like their last conversation. I don't want you to get hurt either. You're my friend. It was boring before you got here. It was a lot of fun doing stuff with you. I want you to stick around. He was the only one who stayed with me back then. And I try to leave him alone here. Even though I'm the reason he's here. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. You liar! So please don't try to escape either. Okay, I guess. No wonder this facility is so big. There are more T2s here. But why? Why are they producing so many T2s? Is the war not over? Was what I did not enough? It doesn't make any sense. The enemy was said to have surrendered. What happened to the others? Are they still at the old lab? I don't have enough answers here. But I can't escape right now. Hades. I'll stay for now. But I won't forget that things aren't finished yet. Nine and Atlas. Annie. Maria? That smile. Did you have a pleasant dream? I had to take great care with the amount of sedative you were given. Not administering enough would mean imminent disaster. But you can't be too dazed either. You should be lucid when he visits you after all. Ah, sir. Hades. I believe we're back in the present now. That was intense. That was a way to open up season 3. That was amazing. Rosen, you told me that you wanted me to skip the rest of season 2 way back when, because you felt that the story wasn't good enough at that point. And while I don't agree with that, I think that Code Adam has been a great story the entire way around. I will say that I think this opening, these flashbacks of season 3, I think this is definitely the best storytelling you've done at this point in the series, and I can only imagine that it's going to get better. This was amazing. This was nothing short of amazing, what you managed to accomplish in these 14 or so episodes that opened up season 3 to episode 75. Thank you. Thank you for making such an amazing series and such a wonderfully beautiful and tragic story, Rosen. I know I promised you that I wanted to finish and get caught up before season 3 came back. And I don't think I'm going to be able to accomplish that after all, but I'm fairly close now. And again, this series that you've created is nothing short of amazing. I want to stress that enough. Holy crap, I was not expecting any of this all to happen. That was phenomenal. Thank you, Rosen. Before we end off this incredibly long video, I want to do something for you guys. So as you know, I am also a patron of Rosen as well. And I have been getting the monthly prints for Code Adam as well. And I just got the December Patreon gift. But this isn't the December gift. This envelope is not what this month's package came in. This is what arrived in my mailbox. And so, Rosen, I don't know what you sent me, but I would like to open it now to celebrate my start of the journey of season 3. So there is something else in here. There are things in here. There's pieces in here, because I'm sure that there's also just the regular prints for the month, but there's other things in here too. So here we go. I got a Royce bag and creamy milk chocolate. A little Code Adam, a little baby Atlas keychain. Oh my god, I love this. Look at little Atlas. Oh my god, it's fucking tragic what he went through, but this keychain is really cool. I love this. And then of course, we got this month's prints. Julio, thank you very much for your support. Merry Christmas to you, Rosen. So this month's sticker is Hiru and Deus. So there's Hiru. There's Deus. Little chibi Deus. And then this month's print are Layla. I think that's her name from Genshin. Rosen did Layla prints this month instead of a Code Adam character, and they're both very nice. They are both very pretty pieces. Rosen is a phenomenal artist. She's fantastic. Literally everything Rosen draws looks like it could be a shot from an anime. Like not a manga, not like, still shots from a manga. Rosen's art always looks like steel pause images from anime, and I love that about her art style. It's phenomenal. And then we have a sticker set of the Code Adam original set. So Otto's missing. I just noticed that. So we have Atlas, Deus, Hiru, Phyra, Vis, Sita, Sete, and 9. And Otto is missing. Very, very sneaky, Rosen. Very sneaky. And lastly, let's open up this little bag. Here we go. I think this is probably just snacks because I was able to read, like I said, I was able to read one of the things and it was creamy. Yeah, okay. So it's just snacks. So we have some hard candies. Thank you very much, Rosen. Thank you. It's very thoughtful. We have Cavendish and Harvey fruity orange drops. Okay. Again, very nice. Very nice. I don't know what these are, but I'm pretty sure these are like Japanese candies, like Japanese rock candies. I only know that because these look like the candies from Hamtaro from like way back when. And then last but not least, Hokkaido Royce chocolate. Creamy milk chocolate. Thank you very much for the Christmas gift, Rosen. You didn't have to do this at all. I do really appreciate it though. And I know I told you that I did want to finish Code Adam before season 3 returned, and I'm sorry that I didn't end up getting to go through to follow through with that. But I meant what I said earlier. Your series is amazing, and your series is phenomenal, and your storytelling has only gotten so much better as you've told it. And I can't wait to read what happens next in Code Adam. So thank you very much, Rosen. And everyone watching, I cannot recommend that you read Code Adam enough. You should. It's amazing. So, as always, everyone, until next time,
See you, Space Cowboy.